Now then, welcome back to another episode on the Hypermine server. Oh, I've got a busy day planned today. I got so much stuff that needs doing. Actually, let me just top up on food before I go. Oh man, there's so much that needs sorting out. And with the up and coming... Hey! Thieving git. Spin. With the... Yeah, he's going. With the up-and-coming launch of the modded Minecraft server for Hypermine, I don't want to have too many long-winded projects still outstanding on the vanilla server, because I'm going to be putting some time in onto the modded server. Hey, Nemsun, I heard you like eggs. Doesn't say who it's from. Doesn't say who it's from. I could make a guess. There are a few people that I did trick and treats on. And they brought me some eggs. Or it could be someone completely different because I set the chicken farm at the iron farm. The chicken farm at the iron farm. Yes. The chicken farm at the iron farm, which is at spawn, to breed mode or something like that. And ended up causing the server to lag out a bit because the chickens were breeding far too much. Yes, that was silly me. I didn't realise that the big switch on the side that said breeding wasn't meant to be switched. It was there. There was a lever there. It's like putting a big red button on something and saying, do not push. You go, why not then? Right, today we've got things like these tunnels that are around this level of the nether. I'm dealing with the tunnels first before I start dealing with the portals. There was a portal there to the Skelly farm, and I've adjusted that back upstairs. Still not quite aligned though, because there's another portal or so that's in the way and in problems. So I'm going to have to sort all the portals out. Also, I've got some tunnels here. Somin's place. I have no idea who Somin is. But Somin's place is that away, and it's a very long tunnel, but I've already connected it to the hub in a way, because, I don't know, somebody might want to go there. You never know. So I'm going to connect that up so I can remove these stairs all the way down, because eventually I'm going to have to clear out a lot of the netherrack around here and clear out all of these corridors and things and sort them all out. This witch farm, the witch hut, which is in that direction, I've made notes of the coordinates of this rail track. So at some point I want to dig down from up at the nether hub, dig down and into this track so that the track still works. Or maybe, just maybe, if this track goes up, which it seemingly does, I don't know how it goes up, but it goes up to here. Not quite the roof of the nether. Quite a ways away from the roof of the nether though, really, isn't it? I may have to do a lot of construction work to get to this tunnel. Not as easy as I thought. But my idea was to make a tunnel from the nether hub down to this rail track so that people can still get to the witch farm from the nether hub. It's places like that, you see. Places that are far-flung reaches, like like the witch farm itself, which is an important community spot, if it works right, and I think it does work right so long as no one else is on the server. I think that's just a Minecraft thing. Things like that, yeah, that's one thing. The witch farm, I've got to put a tunnel going to the right direction there from the hub. This one here, I'll probably just put a little side road for him, so just in case people still want to get to it anytime, for any reason whatsoever. Then the portals I'll deal with later. That's already sorted. There's Albanaka's Desert Farm, which is over in that direction. And, that's the desert that everyone uses in that direction. And the Great and Powerful Drax LP has an ice biome with packed ice and stuff in that direction. So that needs to be linked in from the hub above down into this tunnel so that people can go and get ice. So we've got the witch farm, the ice farm, and the sand farm all need hooking up to the hub. I don't know how much I'm actually going to get done in this episode, but expect a few cuts very soon, because I don't want to bore you with digging holes and all that. And I want to get on with almost duplicating the tracks and the like to make it the way it was intended originally, just sort of bring the start point up here. So that's what I'm doing here. Is I'm just selecting the areas where I know there's going to be a doorway. So this one's available. This one leads to my house, right? Over this way, we've already got this one all sorted out. I spoke to Condrick, and Soap's already started doing a little bit of work to go that way, which will go to the Ocean Monument. So there's another community site that the KSA, Condrick and Soap Alliance, are taking care of for the community. Then we've got Cass and Prezi, who are also making, who also have a witch farm, but it's mainly going to be their base that's going to lead to. Up this way, there's a place called Nuketown, which I think I've shown you the sign to Nuketown. It's an area that the community uses every now and again for stuff. And I thought about isolating the two areas that come off this tunnel, because on this side there's Late Night Tick stairwell, and also a flower farm has been set up for a community project as well. Then, of course, we did this last episode. We've got that little setup which just goes up above it. Doesn't go very far, but still. That's the same sort of design. That's like a nice, simple starting point to get the entrance from the hub to the rail track, as it were, or the stairwell, or the corridor, or whatever it is that people are going to. This portal goes to the end stronghold, or goes to the stronghold which contains the end portal, and is also the mini-games area. So for quick travel, people could possibly get from the town hall portal to the mini-games portal very quickly through this nether link. It's better to travel through town along the roads and all that, but if we're all just assembling for a mini-games episode or something, we all just need to be there, then quickly travelling between a couple of portals is a lot easier for people off camera. That's where I've set up for the witch farm. The witch farm is actually, I think, around about here. The tunnel for the witch farm would go. But I'm going to do it in a main corridor and go a little ways that way, across to that, and then down to it. And that's what I'm planning on carving out today as the first part. And this is then the stairwell that goes up and along to where Somins, I don't know who that is, but never mind. Somin's big long tunnel is that way, so I'm just going to connect this up differently, and then I can remove this stairwell altogether down there and have it all from the nether hub. It's just like a side door. It's, I don't know, somebody might turn it into a community project at some point, in which case it's just got a nice little area just for something simple as a design to put up there. So I've got a fair bit of nether brick on me because I was doing stuff like framing doors and that. So I've been getting all that done. And then back at this side over here, we've got the Mesa biome, where people go to get their clay, and also the NYPD that Albanaka put in. This was originally a stairwell going straight down into the hub there, and I've just quickly changed it, so it's not done properly yet. It's not done properly yet at all, but the KSA, Condrick and Soap, have taken out most of the blocks in this transport area here. So now that can come straight up here and come to an entrance area around here somewhere. So it can just be for the Mesa biome and bringing all the Mesa biome goods back. That kind of thing. So that's here. And then next to that we'll have an available place, because the track of Condrick and Soaps to the Ocean Monument will no longer be taking up space. So somebody else can use this and go that sort of direction, that general direction. The Mesa goes almost straight in that direction, so they can then go off in that kind of direction. And if there's anyone that wants to go off in that direction, and there's plenty of space on this corner, there's nothing taking up this corner right now, to do so. And I think that's pretty much it that is planning stages. I don't think this goes anywhere. I'm pretty sure this doesn't go anywhere. I'm fairly sure this just goes to a great big long tunnel. Yeah, it just goes for a great big long tunnel that way and then back again. It doesn't really do anything or go anywhere as far as I can tell. So I will double check that it doesn't go anywhere. If it does go somewhere, because it goes up there and then all the way across there, it may end up just being plonked down there somewhere. It may have been the original tunnel for the ocean monument, and it just needs kind of filling in, isolating off. But any road, I'm going to make a start on the witch tunnel, and I also want to just quickly signpost up where the desert and the ice biomes are going to be joined up as well, and try and get them sorted this episode. So let me make a start, and I'll be right back. I was not joking when I said I'd get on with some of this sort of stuff. I have slowly but surely worked my way to the tunnel that is the Albanacker's desert paradise this way. It also, I've made it so that there's a mob farm there. So I've made it so that the rail track will come down to this point here and arrive at a junction where you can choose whether you want to go that way or carry on that way, or of course go into there, whichever. That's the first of them. I've also got loads more to do, but I just wanted to make sure that they were in the right position first. So this is all part of the doing the big projects before the modded server comes out, so that I can spend a bit more time early game doing the modded stuff, and a bit less time thinking, oh, I've got such a big project on the vanilla server. I can kind of do some of the fancying up of things over here and still find things to do for my episodes, plenty of things to do for my episodes, but instead of having the great big things to do, I can have slightly shorter, easier things to do. So this needs labelling up now. This is right next door to my house as well, by the way. Right next door to my house. So this is desert paradise and ocean mob farm. It's an ocean mob farm, not a monument farm. It's an ocean mob farm. And I think somewhere close by up above, there's actually a pigman gold farm, which will probably end up with a little door up the side there, or maybe on this side, depending on which way around it is, that goes up to the pigman farm as well. But that seems like a good place because it's got the desert paradise, so I can do something fancy in here that shows that it's a desert paradise. The next one I need to do is the ice tunnel, and I have a feeling that the ice tunnel's over this side somewhere. And yeah, it's quite the tunnel he's got going on here. Going for miles in this direction. Quite the tunnel indeed. I don't want to rebuild the whole tunnel, so I've had to try and pick out the best spot to join the tunnel in each of these cases. So I'm not rebuilding the tunnels for everybody. But this one's got this fortress right next to it. I just came out over there, above the fortress, right above the fortress. So I'm thinking about building from this side. Thank you, Gast. Thank you very much. Just what I wanted to see. Thank you. And Ballantyne just joined. Hi, Ballantyne. Oh, my days are everywhere. Oh, man, I missed that. It was right next to me. Have that instead. Where's that other one gone? With the skeletons and everything over there. Dang it. Okay. Well, this is the way I'm going to be doing it anyway. So I've got to figure it out one way or another. I'm thinking... yeah, it's a 2-wide tunnel, so I just sort of fortify myself in over here. I should be okay to just build it up for now. It is currently netherrack. The whole tunnel is currently netherrack, so doing a bit... I may have just messed things up there. Doing a bit... Oh, just dug straight down as well. doing a bit more netherrack probably can't hurt. And I can probably get away with it. I should probably just have raised the other one a little bit, shouldn't I? He's over there watching me. Okay, so yeah, this is a good plan, I tell you. It is a good plan. I'm just going to build a little sheltered area all the way up here, just so we can get back to it and fix it up. The original one's still going to be there, but people could come down and join it this way. And if anyone feels like actually making the corridor and has a nice themed build or something for it, get out of my face. This is going to be hard work. I can at least make it safe for them on the way. Okay, you're going to have to go. He's down. Wow. And hopefully the blazes won't be a problem when I get too close to him either. But this is what I've got to get done now to secure Drax's old pathway all the way to the ice biome for people to be able to use the ice. Yeah, so I'm going to get on with just getting the basics of this done. I might pop back and actually do the corridor itself at some point in the future. But for right now, my only concern is getting it linked into the Nether Hub properly. Alrighty, and eventually getting around to the witch farm section. No. That's all I can say to you coming out of there. No. Can I sneak up on you? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's gone. Okay, so yeah. I got plans for this, right? I got plans for this little section, but I might not get around to doing it this episode. Maybe that'll give me something to do next episode to finish it off. What I want to do this episode is carry on with this. Now, I've set it up so that it comes into this area here. And what I want to do is, whenever I'm moving one of these things, right? Whenever I'm moving some of this, there seems to have been quite an explosion or something. Whenever I'm moving this, right, I want to sort of duplicate what's already here. I'm not here to change the design, just move the tunnel. So here we've got the entrance area, yeah, and it's basically, let's see, polished diorite with track on it, glass above it, and slabs either side to prevent spawning. There's nothing fancy about the rest of the tunnel. We've got stairs going up the sides here to prevent spawning. We use redstone blocks to power the rails, and so on. So what I'm doing is I'm taking this up there instead of down there. So it comes from the hub up there and joins the same point as down there. I've got to swap the train station part out, which I want to do in that first section. And why I've picked this one to do first, I don't know really. I'm not even like using the witch farm for anything myself. I'm not doing it because I need to do it. I'm doing it because I like the look of the ideas that I've got in my head for it. And you can't do anything without having a good idea, can you? So I have, well, I don't know if it's going to be a good idea, but I think you'll like it. I think you'll like it. Got to have the idea at least, haven't I? So that goes up like that. Yeah. And then, I can't believe I just said yeah, like that. And then we would go up with stairs instead of half slabs, because we can't take half slabs up at such an angle. So this one will have to come out as well. And there will have to be stairs going up there. And I'm starting from the roof down, basically, because I can always, I can always change the underside as such, but I've got to get it up to the roof. It's only a 3-block rail, glass, space, roof, and as you can see, I've got plenty. There's 1, 2, 3 spaces there, and loads of room here for doing the flooring. So I've got possibly too much space going up to there now. But that's okay, because I want to make sure I can do a good job of it and make the base secure. So the base is secure and I can power the rails and all that kind of stuff. So this is what I'm planning on building it up like. And I don't know who the original creator of the tunnel is. I'm kind of messing with another man's builds, or another woman's builds in this case, potentially. I don't know who set up the tunnel in the first place. It didn't, in all honesty, look like it was a completely finished job, more just a safe way to get to the witch farm. So I would suggest that they weren't very bothered about it anyway, and they will understand that the nether hub moving means that I've got to carefully put blocks in totally the wrong places. Carefully got to move all of the places that people want to visit to the hub for the tunnel entrances and all that, move it all upstairs. So I hopefully will be doing a good job of at least duplicating the standard that they had. Let's put it that way. I don't want to necessarily do anything more than duplicate what they had done. I'm gonna hit that back. I don't want that. I don't want that either. You can have that one back. And oh, I missed him. Didn't get it high enough. There we go. No, that's not a good shot either. There. No, stop moving. You just need to die right now. Yes. Okay. Oh, whew. Okay, so that's that section, right? So then it would have been this glass block all the way up underneath it. I didn't bring any glass blocks. I brought glass of every other colour and forgot the glass blocks themselves to go up there. Never mind. Okay. What should I do instead? More red? Yeah, why not? Let's do some red blocks up here. Like this. And I've got to do it on every single one all the way up. Because that's where the track's going to go. Right. So I've got that. Time to check on the cookies. Okay, fine. I think that's what he said, isn't it? Yeah. Time to check on the cookies. Okay, and I don't want to start down here yet because I want to connect the new rail to the old rail a bit later on. But that's where the head goes through, so that would mean that this is where the body goes through. And as you can see, I've left plenty of space so people can still use the existing track to start off with. But this is where the track should go. So I just need to keep one space away each time I do it in order to put the rail in. And I'm going to do most of it from the side view to start off with, just to make sure that it all goes in the right direction and all that kind of stuff, and fix all of the rail to it and all that kind of thing. So I'm going to be working on it like that to get that to work up there. And then, of course, we've got half slabs beside the rail. So the rail would generally come down like that. So we'd have half slabs beside the rail each time. Yeah, what am I doing there? I'm going to put that there and have that there. There we go. So it'll end up like that. And then I can fill in the underside and all that kind of stuff to make it build up again. Hopefully doing justice to the original design and moving it up to a useful location in the hub so people can quickly transfer themselves to the witch hut line. Okay, so we've done the basics. We've still got the entrance to do. The entrance, I fancy having the hookup for the minecart rail area, like the starting and stopping automation and dropper hopper cactus thing going on, being inside a witch hut inside there. So that would be like a look into a swamp biome. Obviously we can't put the water down, but a swamp biome nonetheless. With a witch hut, you go into the witch hut and then you get into the cart and then you go down into the tunnel. And as you can see, the tunnel is very, very similar to the original tunnel. I've tried to do my best to blend it into this original tunnel as best as possible going up there. And this leads us all the way to the witch farm along the original tunnel. Yep, as if it was meant to be originally. Which is what I want to do with the other tunnels as well. I want to just blend them in. Some of the tunnels need a bit of work. Some of the tunnels look okay. Some of the tunnels work fine. But there is another thing. After the server meeting on Saturday... this is the kind of thing. There we go. After the server meeting on Saturday, there was a place put into a Google Doc for us to put group projects and things. So what I've done is I've added a few group projects for other people on the server to get in touch with me so that we can work on things together. If it's left down to me, I'll probably get round to doing it all by myself, episode by episode. But I figured it would be nice and interesting for you guys who are watching to be able to see some of the other hyperminers get involved with me in finishing off some of these smaller projects. So we just literally... we're going to need somebody to help with the witch hut. Even though I've got the idea for it, for here, witch hut with tree and vines and all that kind of stuff to make it look like a swamp biome. So from a distance you can see that that's the entrance to the witch farm, very simply. And the same thing I've put down for the other entrances that we've got going on and the other tunnels that we've got going on over this away. In the same way as you can see from there, that's the idea. You can see from a distance what it is you're going to. And the lighting of the hub itself and the floor and the designs on the ceiling, they all need doing as well. We've still got plenty of those. Where's the first tunnel that I want to show you? I think it's over this side. We've got them all set up now. So we've got the witch farm, which is a swamp biome that's all been carved out, but it's a witch farm for the server. Over here, I've got the desert paradise, so I'll open this up as well and build some kind of, I don't know, maybe a desert pyramid in there. And you go into the desert pyramid or the desert temple, and you catch a minecart and head on down that way. Thank you, Gasty. Thank you. Where are you? Plagued with them. That's another big job that we're going to do over and over again. Sort the ghast problems out. But that's just slowly working my way around all the areas in the nether that they can spawn in and getting rid of them. Boing. No. Ow. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Get out of it. Thank you. Oh, come on, that should have hit him. Ow. Hit me in the face. That should have hit him. Yeah, so we've got that desert project also for somebody to help us out on. And there's another project that might be over here, which I think was the spiked ice biome. Yeah, spiked ice biome. So that tunnel now goes to the spiked ice biome. So we'll have some sort of ice theme entrance going into the tunnel. And Drax did a simple job on his tunnel with ice and trapdoors. And ice and trapdoors work fine if you're running, but I think we're going to probably upgrade it to minecarts or something so you can kind of AFK while you're travelling the tunnels. And we also need a Mesa biome one here. So I've put those down on the group projects to find out who on the Hypermine server wants to come along and help me and join in making a video on creating the entrances and potentially some of the tunnels that lead off from the Nether Hub. And of course we've got to do all the portals and the designs and things, and I've still got to finish my house. So there is loads of things still to do on the Hypermine vanilla server. Things that I will enjoy getting round to and getting help with from other members of the server so that it keeps it all interesting for you guys and we have a bit of fun. Until next time though guys, thank you very, very much for watching another episode on the Hypermine server. I will see you very soon.